chosen ones, empaths, and all the genuine souls. Anyone who walks out of your life, it is their loss. Okay, narcissist, toxic individual, anyone who does this, it's their loss. If you are someone who is real, someone who tries their best, like, they're not going to find this. All right, you need to understand that you're a rarity. Okay, people aren't true, people aren't real, people aren't, they're all fake and shit, snakes and all of that. Okay, them walking out of your life, they've lost a lot. All right, it's their loss. You haven't lost anything. What you've discovered is they're not who they said they was. This is what you should focus on. They're not who they said they was. They're not on your level. All right, they're not. You can see this crystal clear. Okay, so don't get caught up in the mixed emotions and the hurt and feeling rejected and things like that. Or if you're in a state of when you're blocked and you're desperately trying to attempt to, get validation, really, please press like, share, and subscribe. That's what it is. You don't need it from them. Like, you really don't. Okay? Like, if you had a true friend that you could talk to, who understood, they'll tell you the right thing, and don't listen to the move on and all of that stuff. Like, someone who can understand you, if you've got a family member, you talk to someone, you don't need to go in the direction of them. They're not going to understand what you say. These toxic individuals, these narcissists, whatever they are, right? They're clearly not the same as you. Okay, and I delve in a bit deeper into that on the spiritual channel, but they're not the same as you. They are some other kind of creature. Okay, and that's what you get the reality of that. Okay, so honestly, anyone, I always see the blessing. Okay, I always see the blessing. I wanna share something that's helped me through life. Okay, now because my mom died when I was young, when I was 7, I always saw who I become through loss. Right, so that's death. So really, a narcissist or something, many of you have lost loved ones, grandparents, parents, brothers, sisters, children in some cases. You can't let some twisted, deranged individual that played some game walk out your life and let it get the better of you. Okay, you have to look. They'll feel like they won, and I'm like, many of them still gaslight you from a distance in their antics afterwards, which most of you are involved in because it could be near your house, or you could see them from day to day, or you're seeing them on social media. They carry out all these antics that give you the impression that you're forgotten, you're nothing. They might change their number, they might, move, they'll do all sorts of things, but they know that we live in a digital age and there's access with social media and things like that, and when you're hurt and broken, if you've been ghosted, abandoned, discarded, it will lead you to trying to figure out what's going on. They know that. They're conscious of that, and that's what I want you to understand. A lot of this are agendas and motives. All right, why they do these things. You become someone who they want to destroy. Okay, they want to destroy you because they see the light in you. Beyond their comprehension, which I delve in deeper like I do on the spiritual channel, they are, they have an assignment to destroy beings of light. Now, I'm not saying empath, like, I don't know, I think I need to be more clearer. Like, empaths and chosen ones aren't these individuals with halos on their head. Like, I don't have a halo on my head. I'm not perfect, but I'm learning more and more about my own heart, and that's what you're all doing as well. And you know that you're different. You've encountered evil so many times, and fake people, snakes, in all aspects of relationships. You've encountered these individuals, and or maybe it was one specific one that's now woke you up to other ones, or it's when you understand that this sort of thing, that good and evil is in everything. You watch a movie, good and evil. I don't know. Some people have different perceptions of chosen ones and stuff, but from my understanding, it's a tribe of people on Earth, okay, and there's evil ones, and it's in all films, scriptures, things like that. They talk about the good people. Now, the point is even if some of you have done wrong towards these narcissists, which sometimes and toxic individuals, sometimes they bait you into reaction. Even if some of you have done wrong, you have a heartfelt emotion behind it, okay? And that's what they don't have, all right? Often what you hear me discuss on this channel, unless this is your first time here, I talk about they have self-absorbed regret, okay? Regret, like, is not how you feel if you've done something wrong, like, oh, I feel bad, I shouldn't have done that to them. They will have self-absorbed regret, feel sorry for themselves in their current condition, wish they hurt you more, wish they destroyed you more, wish they done this to you. They're not content. Every decision making they ruminate about. They're not content in their decision making. You know how that is. How you can be anxious. You can relate to what they go through, but it's it's excessive in their circumstance. All right. So they're never gonna go off and be happy. All right. If any of you get these thoughts that you feel like you've been ghosted, abandoned, blocked, and you want to talk to them or whatever, like, they're not going to go off and be happy, because you are the one that regulated their emotions. You are the one that made them stable up. Okay. And they still displayed such unstable behavior, but you kept them in check. All right. I'm telling you, they go off and do wild things. All right. It may look like to you, if you're looking on their social media, but that's why I say don't. Because unless you're looking correctly and you just see enough and you don't look anymore, their impulsive, deranged behavior can look appealing to the outside eye, especially with the way they portray it on Instagram or other social media sites. It can seem like it's very exciting and everything like that, and that's what often kind of beats you lot down in you lot seeing that. And that's why you don't need to look. You need to focus on yourself. You need to say, all right, like, if you're there and someone has just walked out of your life, all of you that are in that place who have gone further down the line, who have chased or begged for them back, or done these things, you would advise this person, if they're listening now, like, don't go in that direction, right? But the thing that happens is many of you do still go in that direction and try to reconcile or repair it, and it's just part of the process. You have to go through that. And I've spoken to many people in sessions that they feel like they've just shot themselves in the foot. Like, why did they do that? So it's so fresh for many of you. Okay, some of you are further along in your journey, but it's fresh for many of you as well. All right, just let time pass. Focus on yourself. If you can think anyone who walks out your life, friend, family member, anyone who's abandoned you or ghosted you or blocked you or done these things, they've walked out your life, it's their loss. You bring something beneficial to their life, which they are going to realize. It's going to be too late by then. By the time they realize your value and your worth, they don't have the comprehension that you have. I'm not saying you're a mathematical genius or something. You might be, but I'm saying, like, you're not some, like, how can I put it? It's comprehension, foresight. Like, you can see clearer than them. But by the time they get to see what you were saying back, now, or when you were trying to fix things, or when you're trying to do that, by the time they recognize that, you're going to be evolved, you're going to be developed, you've ascended, you've gone on, you're no longer interested, you're not angry, you're not sad, You're not uncontrollable tears. You're not associating other negative things that may be happening in your life, because life's not all peaches and cream, sunshine and rainbows. You're not associating, that's not tying in with a narcissist, and it's a huge depression or weight on you, and you get through it all. Okay? And what I'm saying is that site that you see, that you think the answer is them, or the answer is to be with them, or whatever type of relationship this is, the answer is to have them in your life. That vision, that's not the correct site. You see what I'm saying? And even when they figure it out further down the line, and they will, right? Whether they come and tell you or not, they're going to get the comprehension of it. It's just going to happen. That's not right either. Because if it's a romantic relationship, it's a mismatch. You're not meant to be together. It's not meant to happen. This is not the person for you. If it's a friend, they're not the friend. They're not the trusted confidant. They're not the family member that you know. They're not that. They've walked out of your life. Once you've done that, instill boundaries, leave them as a thing of the past. You've walked. That's it. Doors shut now. Slammed. Bolted. Welded shut. You're not coming back. Like this isn't a revolving door. You know, that's the outlook you've got to have. Okay? So anyway, thanks for listening today. I really appreciate the support. Please book a session if you'd like to. I'm now available 24 hours across all time zones. You can also request custom videos. All video requests are processed in 24 hours. You're welcome to donate or support to the channel if you like to. My podcast is now on Spotify. Check out the spiritual channel for more content. All links you need are in the description box below, and I'll be back on another video soon. Peace.